waiting, shine bright deep inside you. When will you ever let it shine from within and cast all of your fears aside? You will see the light until that day comes.
Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Reviews. I'm your host, Future Keybearer. Today we'll be journeying to deep space. Starting with Terra, he encounters a swarm of Unversed in the middle of the lanes between. After taking care of them, a giant spaceship approaches that... Honestly, I'm not sure if he's getting pulled in by the gravity or if it's a tractor beam. I'm gonna go with tractor beam just so I can make this joke. Gantu and the Grand Councilwoman lock Terra up in a holding cell until further notice, but have to retreat when the Unversed arrive. After Terra disproves my theory about the Keyblade not working on something that doesn't have a physical lock, he takes out the Unversed.
Very impressive display.
Rude. So Jumba here tells Terra about his beloved angel of a creation, Experiment 626, that needs saving from being banished. And Terra gets a nat 1 on his insight check, so he believes it hook, line, and sinker. Seriously, and people say Sora's too trusting. And so Terra escorts Jumba to 626's holding cell. And yes, I will be calling him 626 throughout this, because he doesn't yet have the name Stitch.
Truly, he's the one and that's the only. The mightiest creature in all of Galaxy, and his only singular instinct to destroy everything he touches. See?
Jumba, you probably should have waited until after you guys are free to reveal that. As soon as 626 is released, he swipes Terra's Wayfinder.
No, stop! My friend gave me that!
Oh? Friend, are you joking?
You do not have friends? That sounded like it broke. Terra suggests that 626 might be interested in the concept of friendship, but Jumba scoffs at the idea, unleashing another experiment on him, Experiment 221, who will later be known as Sparky. And as a massive fan of the TV show, I just gotta say... And so a fight ensues with 221, which is pretty interesting. Terra's slow movements make the act of hitting the speedy 221 very difficult, not to mention when he takes control of the laser cannons. Speaking of, this fight makes good use of the area and the lore of Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, you'll be alright, little one.
What, did Terra's Keyblade completely dehydrate him? Cause those pods aren't like Pokeballs, it's actually the dehydrated experiment. 626 returns, and Terra tries to explain the concept of friendship to him. But a security alarm goes off, causing him and Jumba to flee. And Terra takes his leave, vowing to make things right with Ven and Aqua. Next up we have... Aqua? Oh my god, she's not last this time! A true miracle! Within seconds of arriving, Aqua has to deal with the Unversed. Afterwards, she finds what appears to be a Wayfinder, but immediately gets scooped up by 626.
Tell me, where did you get that?
Am I the only one who thinks it's pretty obvious that he made it? After 626 seems to recognize the Keyblade, presumably from Terra's, he runs off to avoid Gantu. Assuming she's a stowaway, Gantu takes Aqua to the Grand Councilwoman. Why doesn't he just lock her up? I mean, I know it's a pointless endeavor, but he doesn't know that. Upon meeting the Councilwoman, Aqua offers to help deal with the Unversed that apparently have been obstructing their attempts to apprehend Jumba and 626.
Or did I mishear your latest excuse as to why you've again failed to carry out your duties, Captain?
Ouch. I mean, she's right, but ouch.
Should you happen upon our fugitives, please do whatever you can to apprehend them intact.
Lucky Terra wasn't in that shot. And so Aqua begins her search. She finds the Wayfinder and eventually runs into 626.
I have orders to take you in.
Sarah!
What?
Why did you say that name?
But before she can get some answers, the Unversed attack. So we team up with 626 to take him out. Afterwards, 626 runs off. Aqua finally catches up with him and Jumba on the launch deck of the ship. 626 takes back his Wayfinder from Aqua, but the reunion is short-lived when Gantu arrives, guns a-blazing.
Lala Patuki!
I'm just Big Bone!
For those who don't speak experiment, Stitch literally called him a fat ass. I'm not even exaggerating. Anyway, because Gantu's going against orders to take the two alive, Aqua takes a stand against him alongside 626. Again? What did... You know what? I don't want to know.
Enough! I observed everything on the monitor.
I can explain.
Oh, that ought to be good.
Captain Gantu, escort 626 to the asteroid to which he's been banished. When you return, you're back on patrol.
Not patrol.
You're lucky you didn't get fired!
My name is Aqua. My friends are Terra and Ventus.
That is too adorable. Speaking of Ven, let's move on to his story where he encounters a large unversed. After fighting in the lanes between for a bit, it flees to the Federation ship and Ven gives chase.
So you're the intruder. Identify yourself.
Is Ven more taken aback by the bipedal whale or the fact that said whale is pointing a gun at him?
Stay right there. I have lots of unpleasant questions to ask you.
What do you mean by... You know what, forget it. Before Ven can run and help, he's stopped by 626, who shows off his wayfinder.
No, you need to stay here. It's too dangerous.
Oh, Ven, you truly don't know what that little furball is capable of. As Ven makes his way to the engine room...
I don't know how you did it, but you won't get away again.
Weren't you supposed to be on your way to the engine room? What are you doing back here? Not long after Ven arrives to deal with the unversed, 626 blasts in, and he is pissed. After the fight, Gantu arrives ready to destroy 626. However...
Stop that!
So, interesting change here from the Japanese version. In that version, he says... which roughly translates to, come on, hurry. Whereas this... as far as I can tell, is just gibberish. In both versions, it's 626's language, so why change it? Anyway, 626 and Ven run off, stealing a red police cruiser.
Where are we going?
Am I the only one who wants to see these two going on an intergalactic adventure? But 626 foolishly activates the hyperdrive, and the two get separated. And it just sort of ends there. Pretty abruptly. Anyway, this world is neat. There were a lot of fun design choices here, including teleportation between the ship and planet Turo, messing around on the ship's exterior, and the low-gravity segments. The latter of which even being utilized for Ven's boss fight. I'm also impressed that they made a whole world just based off the prologue of the movie. As neat as seeing Hawaii would be. Though, when you introduce a world that has actual space travel, it does make you wonder how they fit into the world order. Overall, a fun time, though. Well, that's it for this episode. Tune in next time as we look towards the second star to the right.